I grew up in a loving family with parents that were caring and supportive. And every night when they put me to bed, they'd give me a kiss, they'd tell me they loved me, and I went to sleep feeling safe and secure and knowing that they'd protect me from all the badness in the world. Unfortunately, for many children in our community, this isn't the case.
I became a mother 4 years ago, and my daughter is extremely important to me, and I value her life and I value her childhood. And I think it's very important that all children have fun while they're children, and all children get the experiences that they deserve and be able to live the life of a child that should be free and enjoyable. Unfortunately, we know that abuse does happen, and we know that bad things in this world happen.
10 months ago, my first child was born. I never realized I could love anything so much as a kid, and I'd heard from so many other parents that you never really understand until you have your first kid. And I get it now, and that's the reason I got involved with the Child Protection Center. I would never want to ever think of any other child going through the things that I read about in the newspaper and hear in the news, because every time I do, I think about my son Luke. I've gained a much better understanding of what the issues are in Sarasota, the numbers, which are absolutely shocking to me, how many children are abused every year or neglected, and how many children that are probably we don't even know about. Those are only the reported ones. So getting involved in the Child Protection Center has definitely opened my eyes to a lot of problems that I was unaware of.
For them, there is no kiss goodnight, there is no sense of security, there is no safety, and there is no love. There is only fear, confusion, and ultimately abuse, whether it be mental, physical, or sexual.
Giving back to any organization obviously feels good. Giving back to this organization and being involved in this organization allows me to go home at night and see my son and feel good about what I'm doing here in Sarasota.
I've always wanted to find a purpose. Everybody wants a purpose. Everybody wants to do something and be something. I always wanted to be in the medical field. And in the medical field, there's a lot of ways in which you can help people, but you're also somewhat restricted to how much you can help them. But I always felt as a nurse, I would be there to at least hold a hand, say, it's gonna be okay, everything's gonna work out, I'm gonna help you. And as I go through my career in nursing, I realize that there's probably even more that I can do. And helping with organizations, helping in charity, you can really sometimes feel like you're helping the backbone of a community, you're helping the backbone of an organization so they can continue to grow and they can continue to help others.
For these children, the innocence of childhood is shattered or never experienced at all. These children are living in a nightmare in which the ones that are supposed to be protecting them are the ones that they need protecting from the most.
I'm not really sure why children get hurt. I feel as though sometimes children are vulnerable because they're easy subjects. And I oftentimes wonder why people do that. And I think it is, again, because people feel that they're an easy target. It's unfortunate that that happens, and it's terrible that those things happen to kids. But as a child, that child needs to know that it was not their fault, and that they are going to have to continue on with their life and move forward. And this organization does a great job with that. There's beautiful art therapy that they do here, and if you look at some of that, you can see where some children are in the dark and then they come out into the light. Because truthfully, those kids can go on and live a very normal life, and they can continue to move forward and be normal citizens in this world and take care of people and not have to feel the pain that they may have experienced earlier in their lives. When you think about children, that's the next generation, and we have to help our children first. We have to make sure that they know how to move on, how to become adults who are going to maintain in this society. How are they going to be? And we want to make sure that they have those tools to do that. And if we don't do that, then we failed. And this organization does a great job with that. And it makes me feel as though I'm doing the right thing. And as an adult, I want to make sure that I'm making an impact. I want to make sure that I'm showing that we can make things better.
The Child Protection Center is the front line of defense against child abuse in Sarasota County. Through prevention, intervention, and treatment, the Child Protection Center can stop the nightmare and get these kids back to doing what they know best, which is being a kid.